Hello everybody, this is me, MJ Edwards here. Hello! I know, usually I do this for Baden, I know. But I am doing this for, the Kettering Alternites versus the Hamilton Rams. The ex-Os Rams. Baden did that. I liked it. So I'm sending that message out. I love when I first saw that, I loved it. But here we are.
The following week, 46-14. Expect another tough physical matchup tonight between these two teams, and one that will most certainly be decided in the trenches. The winner of tonight's ballgame will advance to the state semifinal next Friday night. They will take on the winner of the Columbus DeSales Bishop Hartley game, also taking place this evening at DeSales High School. Alter is led by head coach Ed Domsites. He is in his 22nd year of his second stint leading the Knights. With yet another big victory last week over the Baden Rams, his total record at Alter now stands at 280 wins against just 71 losses. The Knights finished the regular season at 4-2, and with the 3 wins so far in the playoffs, they now sit at 7 wins and just 2 losses. Alter's defense, especially the defensive line, will probably get their biggest test of the season tonight by the ground game of the Rams. Ross reportedly doesn't punt the football too often. They'll go for it on 4th down, so it will be big for the Knights defense to get the Rams in 4th and long situations, get off the field, and allow their offense to go to work.
So you're telling me Baden lost the same time they did last year?
And that was Hamilton-Baden. Ross lost to Baden in the first.
Oh my God! Baden, really?
They lost in the regular
really?
14-12 and avenged that loss last week in the regional semifinal 20-3. The Knights have done a
You had to choke that one up.
And into the playoffs, both the offensive and defensive lines have played very well over
the same time you did last year.
Be the case if they are to advance to the
I'm not happy at all.
So let's go ahead and welcome in my broadcast partner, Coach Mike Freshwater. Mike, very interesting matchup tonight between the two teams that like to run the football, control the clock, and keep the opponents off of the field, opponent's offense, I should say. As a lot of these games are, this one will most certainly be decided by the play of the big guys up front. Just who do you think the Knights or the Rams will be able to impose their will up front?
What the hell?
That completely remains to be seen. If you know anything or have seen Fairmont play the last several years, that's what this team reminds a lot of people of. The way their style of play, like you said, they like to run the ball and manage the time of possession, shrink games, low-scoring games usually, at least in Fairmont's case. And that's exactly what you're going to see here tonight. I don't know if you mentioned it, but they've only thrown the ball 11 times all season. They have not attempted to pass in the playoffs yet, and they've won every game. And that's what they're going to try to do. It's like Hartley, Fairmont, teams that we've seen before in the past do the same thing. And it really boils down to that who's the most physical team at the line of scrimmage on either side. The most physical team at the point of attack on the line of scrimmage, offense and defense, is going to go a long way in determining the outcome here tonight. And it's going to be, I've talked about slobber knockers. I'll overly use that term to talk about some of these games, but man, this one might be,
I think this is the definition.
This might be the mother of all slobber knockers.
So I did have a chance to chat with the coach before tonight's ball game, so let's go inside the huddle with Coach Domsites.
We are here with Coach Domsites. Coach, congratulations on another big win over Baden last Friday night. Your team scored on a couple of big passing plays, but I thought for the most part it was a very
Baden, by the way, you said you were gonna. Oh, well, you were gonna win that one because we're undefeated. Ha ha ha! And you choked that one up. Guess what? Baden, you BCHS trusted you to advance to the next game. Chatterbox did. Journal News did. And 9 News, 5, Fox, everybody around here had faith in you. Oh, you were going to beat the Alternites at Lakota East High School Thunderhawks. And you choked that one up? Guess what? You better go to the championship round next year, because if not, you're done. You're going to have like a hardest schedule, I think, in beta history.
Certain that we're going to get to play the next game, whether it's losing, which will end our season, or whether it's COVID. And so I think we've been blessed to be where we are, certainly in the sense of the virus.
No, because
the kids' goals extend beyond just
bracket said that after this championship, that's what the bracket said. Go look it up on the OHSAA website. And guess what? That director is a piece of work. He does not know what he's doing. And he's making the OHSAA organization look like a total fool and doesn't know what they're all doing. Once he got in there, it's been flushed down the toilet, because Jerry Snodgrass had everything controlled. Everything. And he would review it before he made the decision. Where this one does not care at all. And that one should be ashamed of himself. For sure. I'm sure he's watching this right now. Guess what? You better get your mind in gear, because if you don't, you're out of there. And it's not going to look pretty on you.
How your defensive line performs in the trenches. How do you plan to offset their size along the line? Well, I think it's always difficult. And I think they remind us of a Fairmont team in terms of their line play and the size of their kids.
Yeah, they lost. They lost the same time. Baden, come on.
And they do that 2 or 3 times during the course of a game. We are probably going to be turned in equipment after the ball game, because they're in fact controlling the ball game. I think what we need to do is we need to be physical. We need to read our keys, and we need to get after it. We need to stop their fullback on the dive. That's number one. Then we need to stop their quarterback, and yes, we need to have somebody on the pitch. And we can't fall asleep, because they will go play action and throw the deep pass. Okay. So, can you explain to the Ultra community how you prepare for a game like tonight, a game against a team that you probably don't know very well, and certainly don't come across very often? Yeah, I think first thing you do is you get the film, you watch the film, figure out what you think you're going to see offensively and defensively. Most teams are going to show you offensively. Their offense is going to be consistent from week to week. They're not going to change much. Where we see a lot of variation is with the other team's defense. And why is that? Because we don't just line up in a shotgun. We line up in a wishbone, and there aren't many teams that line up with a split end, a tight end, and 4 people in the backfield.
Okay, so
a lot of times we have to wait till we get in the game to see what kind of defense they're playing against us. This team,
anyways,
it's a slant. Defense.
I expect to see.
That would be tough.
I expect to see a somewhat of a high-scoring game. I know everybody said that for the Baden game, Baden Alter game. High scoring. Well, not so high scoring. At all. 20-7. But My uncle thinks that, the, Ross Rams will win. I know. I never thought I would say this. Baden Ross Crossdown Showdown rivalry, however you look at it. Never thought I'd say this. But after looking, I've been reviewing the tape, trust me. Like, at night I would review the tape nonstop and whatnot, some of it. Never thought I'd say this. Never, ever, ever. And I know Baden plays Ross and Alter and whatnot. Ross is kind of picky on playing Baden and whatnot in history. I've learned that process. But it came to the point, looking the stats up, rankings, it came to the point to, where Baden or Ross and Alter, it came to the point to where it got tighter and tighter and tighter. And it got so tight because, listen, I'm moving you guys, sorry. Trying to make this work. So, I know, I need to spit out the beans. My mouth. I first picked Ross. But then in the middle of the week, I changed my mind. I picked Alter Knights. Because, yes, Ross lost to Baden the first week. And ever since then, they've been like a lawn mower, slamming all of their teammates, teams they had on their schedule. Slammed them. Just slammed them out the door. And that's why they got upset. But I picked Alter because they acted like they were the number 1 seed. And I know they should think they're not the number 1 seed. They're the 6th seed. If I've got that right. I think I do. But, yeah. Sorry, Hamilton Ross. I just don't see you. I mean, your stats says that you can win big time. Like a high scoring game. But I just don't see Ross beating Alter. I really don't. Because the way I looked at it, if Alter can beat Baden, then Alter can beat Ross. And then they would advance. So, sorry to say that, but it's true in my opinion. But let's move on and listen to the game.
Spectacular win up in Trotwood. Then last week, the workmanlike, steady, consistent very methodical win against Baden, a dominant win, really. And we'll see what tonight holds.
Well, in the defense, we've mentioned it many times over the last few broadcasts, has...
Oh yeah, by the way, Baden or Ross is a better seed than Alter, but I think it's a tad. By a tad. Here, I can look up the brackets right now. Go on. Advance? What are they talking about? Don't they understand that's it after that? I'm telling you, the OHSAA got this whole thing screwed up. But Ross is a number 5 seed. Hamilton Ross is a number 5 seed, what I meant. And then the Kettering Alter Knights is a number 6 seed. So...
by Ross getting into Knights territory all the way down to about the 40-yard line, right, Mike?
Yeah, that was a nice return down the sidelines right in front of the Ross stands and their bench. They're very excited, and now they have to start this game. Really good field position to bring out this vaunted running game that they've got. And I'll talk a little bit about their offensive linemen here in a minute. They are big dudes.
1st and 10 for Ross at the Knights' 41-yard line. Coming near side is Latimer. Handoff to Gifford around the left side. And he's a big running back, and he takes it all the way inside the Knights' 35.
He's a bruiser, 5'10", 220 pounds, 1,000-yard rusher. Their left tackle is 6'3", 285. Their left guard is 6'4", 275. Their center, 6'2", 225. Right guard, 6'3", 300. Right tackle, 6'2", 255. And the tight end, 6'2", 230. So a lot of beef down there on that Hamilton Ross offensive line.
Goes under center, hands it off to Gifford. Nope, keeps it himself. Straight up the middle. He's got room, and he's going to take it all the way to the house, folks. Touchdown, Ross. Wow.
Wow.
Return in 2 plays, and they take it in the end zone.
A great fake by the quarterback, who's a real threat to run the ball. Knows he himself is a 1,000-yard rusher. Faked it to Gifford. The Knights keyed on Gifford there, and both got around the right corner. Got that edge, and he showed how athletic he is. He is an athletic kid. Sprinted to the end zone untouched, and lightning strikes here in a matter of just a few seconds.
Extra point is up and good. So Ross opens up the quick 7-0 lead, including the kickoff return, just 3 plays. And they go up 7-0 here early, Mike, and looked pretty good.
Not the start you want. Coach Stomsites talked about it in the pregame. You know, he felt like they needed to take control of this game early and chip away at the confidence that the Ross Rams are playing with right now, and that certainly didn't do much there to diminish their confidence level. It certainly is a great start, a nice kickoff return to Ultras 40, a couple runs later, and they're in the pay dirt, and take a really, really early 7-0 lead over the Ultra Knights, who have yet to touch the ball.
Yeah, looked quite impressive.
Wow.
On both of those plays. Huge chunk play to score the touchdown, and a gain of 5 or 6 on that first play from scrimmage. So
that was about a 30-yard touchdown run by Bose, the quarterback. Good-sized kid with a lot of athletic ability.
So the Knights will receive the kickoff now.
5'11", 170.
Back deep for the Knights is C.J. Hicks with a squib kick straight up the middle, and picked up by, I believe it's Patrick Connor. Patrick breaking it up the middle, still on his feet, and almost broke it off. The ball's on the floor, and oh my goodness. I think Ross has recovered it.
They are celebrating over there on the sideline, man. They are
Wow.
the Ross Rams.
Okay, Ross fans.
Return there by Patrick Connor.
I was way wrong about you. Wow.
Ross on it and looking for another quick score and a major statement early in this game.
If you guys can beat Alter tonight, you can beat, what other ones?
Right back on the field as the Ross Rams get the turnover.
Wow.
Yeah, the adrenaline pumping on that Rams sideline and on the field right now.
Bose under center. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Gifford straight up the middle, and the Knights wrap him up after a couple yard gain. Pretty good defense there.
He's one of those guys that you got to get 3 or 4 people to bring down a big, strong running back. And he's, like I said, an 1,000-yard rusher himself this year, and he is a load.
Tackled by DeVoy for the Knights.
Jackson Gifford, number 21, 5'10", 220-pound senior.
2nd and 7. Handoff going around left end is Frassman, and he's going to pick up a couple on the play. Going to be 3rd down and about 3 to go for the Rams.
Braden Frassman, a 6'2", 190-pound junior, in jet sweep action there, right to left, back across the formation, took the handoff, got around the corner in a nice gain. So they're in 4-down territory here, and that's got to come up with 2 really good defensive plays here to stop the Rams on this drive.
Excuse me, Mike. 3rd and 3 at the 37 of the Knights. Goes under center. Knights jump, and not sure if he was drawn off or if it's a penalty on the Knights. Looks like they're going to mark it off the Knights.
A little bit too anxious. Tommy Swatala on the right side of that defensive line, just a little bit too anxious, and the Knights will basically give the Rams a 1st down there. And it's early, but the early mistakes are being committed by the Ultra Knights so far.
Ball at the 32 of the Knights, coming near side is Latimer. Goes under center. 2 players come near side. Gifford in the backfield. In motion is Frassman. Bose coming near side on the quarterback take. And he's going to pick up several on the play, taking it down to about the 26-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 6 to go for the Ross Rams. Up 7-0 here with 9:20 to go.
These guys, their 3 leading rushers are averaging 8.7, 8, and 12.5 yards per carry for the season. That's pretty stout.
Warren and Latimer to the left. Bose turns, hands it off to Gifford straight up the middle. And the Knights going to tackle him right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Excuse me, handoff to Frassman. Knights no gain, maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
The Knights need something big here. It's going to be 3rd and very short. But the Knights do need something really positive to happen here from a momentum perspective, because right now they're definitely on their heels. 3rd and very short for the Rams at the Ultra 24.
Defense being tested here early. Going out wide to the left is Latimer. In the backfield with Bose is Gifford. Bose under center. Here's the snap, hand off to Gifford, and the Knights are going to get him right at the line of scrimmage again. Maybe a gain of a ½ yard. It's going to be close.
Okay, they got that covered.
He fell forward. He slipped and fell as he tried to run in between the left tackle and the left tight end. But he probably got just enough upfield before he slipped and fell to get the 1st down, so the chains are definitely moving.
Yep, 1st down and 10 for Ross at the Knights 21.
8:15 left here in the 1st quarter.
Bose under center.
They're blind.
Hand off to Gifford, straight up the middle, going nowhere. Knights.
I don't know why they're saying Bishop Hartley and whoever else they said.
That's what the Knights need to do, Mike.
Because after this game, that's it.
Some 3rd and 4th and long situations, not 3rd and short or 4th and short.
A major challenge here by this interior front 4 for the Knights to stack up against this.
In motion is Frassman going left. Handoff, nope, he keeps it himself. Bose over the left side. And he picks up a pretty good chunk of yardage. I think he's going to have the 1st down.
Yeah, that fake to the fullback.
3rd and short.
Wow.
Fake to the fullbacks worked every single time as Bose does get the edge and gets around the corner and upfield. And they're looking at a 3rd and short again as they march steadily towards what is the south end zone here at Ross Rams Stadium.
3rd and 1 at the Knights 12. Coming near side is Latimer. Gifford in the backfield behind Bose. In motion is Frassman. He stops behind Gifford. Here's the snap. Bose turns, hands it off to Gifford. Knights have him behind the line of scrimmage, but he breaks a tackle. And the Knights finally bring him down. But boy, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That kid up there called a first down. Boy, the Knights had him dead to rights behind the line.
He rarely gets tackled with that initial contact. If you don't have a second, third, or even a fourth guy on him as that initial contact.
Because there's the 1 seed. Bellbrook was 1 seed. Baden was 2 seed. I don't know what they're talking about.
At the Knights' 11-yard line, so they can get a first. In the I formation now, Frassman behind Gifford. Bozeman hands it off to Frassman, trying to go over the right side. Maybe a pickup of a couple yards, getting it inside the 10-yard line. We're down to 6:14 to go in the first quarter. Ross up 7.
Exactly what they want, a possession that just takes a ton of time off the clock that leads in a score of some sort at the end of it. But they're just nickel and diming you to death and progressively getting closer and closer to that end zone down there. Second down and about 9.
If only I can watch the game for free.
Turns, hands it off to Gifford straight up the middle. Nope, excuse me, over the left side. And they're going to take it into the end zone again. Pardon me, folks. I went for the fake. Rose faked it straight up the middle, took it himself over left tackle and brought it into the end zone.
It sure looks like the Knights are keying it so heavily on the fullback. That's the 3rd time or 4th time probably just in that possession that the quarterback kept the ball and they got around the corner and got into the backfield and made some hay, and he looks like a really athletic runner. There's a reason why he rushed for over 1,000 yards.
Here's the snap, kick is up, and it is good. And boy, just like that, with 5:47 to go here in the first quarter, Ross is already up 14-0. Knights turning the ball over after the initial touchdown on the kickoff, and Ross taking that possession all the way into the end zone. So that's where we stand now, folks. Ross up 14-0.
Well, it's not going to be enough to win this game. I'm going to tell you right now, that is not going to be enough to win this game. This game is going to get both. I think both teams are going to get into the 30s, and it's going to be a relatively high-scoring game for two teams that run the ball. But I got a quick shout-out. Tim, I want to give a shout-out to Private First Class Christian Coots, United States Marine Corps stationed in California. He is an O-line guy back in the class of 2019, son of...
Oh, my account's not on here. Okay. That's okay.
Going right to left. So Knights maybe can shake off those jitters now and get down to business here. They will be receiving the kickoff with 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. Squib kick straight up the middle. Picked up by the up back, and they're just going to down it right there. And we'll see if we can figure out who that was to pick up the kickoff for the Knights. And I lost the mic. I'm not sure who that was, but Knights will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Brian Shane and the gang make their way onto the field. And this will be their first play from scrimmage. Knights trailing 14-0 here early in the ball game. Ross taking it all the way down to scoring on their first possession.
5.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and this is the first offensive play the Knights have run tonight.
Yes. Shane under center. Here's the snap, turns. Hands it off to Brandon McDonald. Brandon over right tackle, staying on his feet, getting it outside the 35, up to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, we can run the ball too. I mean, if you compare stats, we can run the ball as well, and I fully anticipate as long as the Knights can take care of the ball offensively, they're going to have their opportunities to score just off this running game alone. But don't forget, those 2 big pass plays the Knights.
Let's see if I can get on here again.
The deep one to C.J. Hicks and the one in the corner of the end zone to a wide open Patrick Connor.
Gain of 6 for Brandon McDonald. 2nd and 4 at the 37 of the Knights. In motion, coming near side is Brandon McDonald. Shane turns, hands it off to the Murph, straight up the middle, and that's going to be a first down for the Knights. Murph taking it all the way out to the 44-yard line. Nice run there by the Murph.
Yeah, the Murph. What a load is the Murph. We've talked about him all season. He doesn't get a lot of credit, doesn't have those big runs or score a lot of touchdowns, but he gets those really important yards that move the chains, like the one right there. You knew once Brandon McDonald went into motion to the left side of the formation that the Murph was going to get the ball and just know.
Oh, I thought they said merch. I was going to say, what?
Got that first down. The Knights moved the chains early.
1st and 10 Knights in the wishbone. Near side is Patrick Connor. Shane under center. Here's the snap. Shane hands it off to Brandon McDonald over the right guard and picks up 3 or 4 on the play. Good run by Brandon. It's going to be 2nd down for the Knights. Called about 6.
Coach Domsides talked a little bit before the game about the Rams' defensive scheme and how they slant and blitz. That time they brought 2 linebackers up inside between the center and an either guard and just jammed the box and line of scrimmage with as many bodies as they can and as they could. And they do that a lot. It's going to be tough to get past that point of attack if you're not double teaming sometimes where the ball's going.
Cooper Freshwater brings in the play for the Knights. Brandon McDonald in motion, coming near side. Shane hands it off up the middle. No, Shane going to keep it himself. Near side, down to the 20, the 30.
Yes, sir.
And inside the 25-yard line.
Nice fake.
Brian Shane, great run there.
Yeah, that time the Knights again sent Brandon McDonald in motion, and they ran the option with Seth Morris to the left side. Brian Shane, little pitch fake to Seth, got that DN to bite, and he saw that big lane he had. He could have driven a Dayton Freightliner through that gap. It was so big, and Brian Shane moves the ball down the field. Nice in business here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the Ross 23-yard line. 3:20 to go, down 14-0. Shane hands it off to Brandon McDonald straight up the middle. A nice pickup for Brandon, getting it inside the 20. We'll see where they mark it. And it looks like they're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Knights.
Yeah, it's tough to deal with a 14-point hole even early in the game against a team that is almost a mirror image of you. They like to run the ball and possess the clock, but that makes every possession that much more important.
Freshwater wide out to the right. Knights in the wishbone. 2nd down and 7 at the Ross 20-yard line. Snap to Shane, hands it off to Seth Morris over left tackle, and Seth going to be brought down inside the 20.
Seth covering that ball up with both hands and both arms, making sure that Ross can't punch it loose. They do like to do that. They force fumbles. They're pretty good at punching the ball loose from the opponent's ball carriers, and Seth that time, knowing that was the case, did a nice job of wrapping it up.
Forward progress took Seth down to, they're going to call it the 16-yard line. 3rd and 3 for the Knights. 2:08 to go here in the first quarter. Shane under center, full house backfield. Shane back to throw, scrambling near side, going to take it himself. The 5, and waiting for it. Nope, they're going to say he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Boy, that looked like he got in, Mike.
I think even closer than that. That's hard for me to see. I'll get the binocs out here, but man, he is right on the goal line. They're going to put the marker down, and it's hard for me to see it. It's just inside the 1-yard line here. The Knights will get a first down and goal from, let's call it the 1.
Full house backfield for Shane. Wide out to the right is Patrick Connor. Shane under center. It's a snap. Shane going to take it himself.
Yes,
touchdown Knights.
Love the call. Love the call.
So a great drive there by the Knights. And what an answer after the turnover, coming back and putting 4 right now, 6 on the board. Hopefully we get the extra point. But a good answer there, Mike.
Everything is huge at this point. When you get down a couple scores, everything is huge, including this PA attempt by Jack Ruffalo, Ultra's all-time leading scorer as a place kicker.
Brian Shane will hold for the Knights. 1:51 to go here in the first quarter. Knights trying to cut the deficit to 7 here. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. And it's 14-7 Ross here with 1:51 to go in the first quarter. And like I said a few moments ago, great answer by the Knights.
It's going to be who has the ball last maybe here, or who gets the most stops. Hey, I got a shout out. I would like to say hello to Tommy Swatala's papa, Bill Harmeyer, who's listening to us tonight, celebrating his 89th birthday. God bless you, Mr. Harmeyer. He listens to all of our games on Friday nights and loves to and looks forward to it, loves it. Happy birthday, Mr. Harmeyer. I hope I can get that far. Absolutely. I only hope. I'd like to send a quick shout out.
Sorry, guys. We really don't need to listen to that. I know I was getting... I don't know. I don't think I was live last week, was I? I don't think so. I don't know. I can't remember. But I was getting so mad at them.
So the Knights will go back to the other side of the field and kick it off. Rams still going left to right. Knights right to left. Again, the Knights have cut the deficit to 7 points. They captured a little bit of momentum. The Ross Rams had it and were really, really enthusiastic over there on that sideline. That to drive might have taken a little bit of wind out of themselves, but it's only going to be worth it if you can get a stop here and keep them from doing what they just did, both of those possessions. They scored both times they had the ball. However, in both cases, they had great field position as well. So hopefully we can get them pinned back a little bit here with a nice kickoff by Jack Ruffalo. Well, the touchdown certainly has brought the energy back to the Knights sideline, so the Knights will kick it off. Here's Jack Ruffalo. And over and kicked all the way back to the 5-yard line, picked up by Ross, kicking it up the middle. Yes. And taking it out just outside the 20-yard line. Good coverage there by the special teams of the Knights. And it will be 1st and 10 for Ross. And it looks like they're going to mark it at about their own 23-yard line. Here we go, baby. Fasten your seatbelts defensively. And I don't know if you pray out there, but I would start praying. This Ram offense is stout. I mean, they can really move the ball on the ground. The Knights struggled to stop at the first 2 possessions, especially the quarterback keep off the fake give to the fullback. So let's see if they make any changes here that might help with that. Bose under center, Gifford behind him. Bose going to keep it himself over this near side. And he picks up a good chunky yardage again on 1st down, Mike. I just can't get it. I know, it felt like we got him stopped pretty early, and all of a sudden you look up and it's a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. They are really operating at a real deficit here. 2nd down and 4 at their own 29-yard line. Bose under center. In motion is Frassman. Bose going to give it to Gifford, but he's going to lose a couple on the play. Yeah, that time Bose did it. Although he sure runs out of that tackle. He didn't get a couple yards. It looks like a 1 anyways. Bose was held that as long as he possibly could to read to James Keithley on the defensive end and try to figure out whether he needed to give it or keep it. And by the time James and the rest of the defense got to him, both guys had possession of the ball, and the Knights did a nice job of hemming them in and taking them down that time. Going to call it 3rd and 2, Mike. Ball at their own 31-yard line. Bose under center, Gifford right behind him. In motion is Frassman. He settles in the I formation. Here's the snap. Bose going to keep it himself, and the Knights are going to get it behind the line of scrimmage, baby. Great defense there. C.J. Hicks and Nolan Meyer in on the tackle. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, or something like that. Don't ask me to get that one. I screw that up. Yeah, that's a George Bush expression. But they are going for it down here. We've said they don't punt all season. They've punted 5 times all year. And it looks like they're thinking about what they need to do. Oh, the clock's going to run out, so they've got time to think about that. Yeah, what a first quarter. So a great defensive stance right there by the Knights. It's going to be 4th, and they're going to call it 3. I think he lost maybe a yard or 2 on that play. And, boy, if they go for it deep in their own territory, which I fully expect them to do, Mike, that is really gutsy. Because if they don't get it, that's given incredible. If I had to bet right now on this, and I know they've only punted 5 times this year, they're going to punt. Hey, let's give a shout-out to Tim Quinn, John Crotty, Joe Fokey, and Steve Cochran, all class of 1969 Hall of Famers and football players. Tim Quinn, John Crotty, Joe Fockey, and Steve Cochran, class of 19. Thanks for listening, fellas. So the Knights are making their way back to the field.
What?
Big play here early in this
No
game.
fans.
I mean, this is a regional
Right?
game. This is not Edgewood
Yeah.
or Talawanda that you're playing, but my oh my, it looks like they're going for it. Sure looks like they're gonna, unless that quarterback's their punter, I don't think he is.
In the I formation.
Watch them try to draw the Knights off sides. They will do a hard count here. The Knights have to be aware of the fact that that's in the cards.
Bros gets the snap. Going to keep it himself. Pitches it near side to Gifford. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Coming to the near sideline and finally tackled it out of bounds by Chase Stone, but not until he gets the first down in a huge chunk of yardage, taking it inside into Knights territory, all the way down to the Knights 43
It
yards.
was 84. Braden Frassman actually, he only had 738 carries this season, or yards this season, on 59 carries for an average of 12 and a half yards, and they got him in motion and with off the fake pitched it to him, and he had nothing but green grass in front of him.
Bros hands it straight up the middle to Gifford, and he's going to pick up maybe one on the play.
Now we know why they go for it.
That was a great call.
I mean, yeah, you do. This is what you do. This is how you got here. Why change now? And I was wrong. They didn't punt it, and darn it.
No gain on the play. Yep, now they're going to call it a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 for Ross. Ball marked at the Knights' 41-yard line. Goes under center. Gets the handoff. Fumble on the play.
Fumble.
And I think Bose may have got on top of it. We'll see what they call. He did. He's got it.
You can always tell whether or not the other team recovers it by their reaction really early. And I didn't see the number of the player for the Rams that actually covered it, but they did cover it. The one chance the Knights might have to recover a fumble tonight, hopefully not, but that would have been a huge play.
So they're going to mark it just at the same line of scrimmage. So third down and 8. And this is a big play. If the Knights can hold them and put them in a fourth and long situation, their success at holding them is better. But Bose under center. In motion is Latimer. Bose keeps it himself over left guard. In that A-gap, as you call it, Mike, and a pickup of a couple on the play, but it's going to be about a fourth down and 5.
Just running that option to death. And they're so good at it. Bo's so good both at the fake and deciding when he needs to keep it, and almost always gets positive yards. And
huge play here for the Knights.
This is big right here. This would swing some momentum over here to the Ultra Knight sideline if they can somehow or another get a stop. Look for that same play they just ran or something similar to the outside.
Fourth and 4. Throws under center. Right behind him is Gifford. Hand off to Gifford.
He is short.
And he is not going to get the first down. Knights hold.
One too many times, baby. He went to the well one too many times.
Gifford over right tackle.
Yeah, I was shocked by that play. I thought for sure he would pull that out and pitch it and try to get outside, and gave it to the big 225-pound fullback, and the Knights were all over it, and he was a couple yards short. Huge play in this game for the Ultra Knight defense.
Big stop there for the Knights defense.
And that was a team effort. There were several guys in on that tackle down on the left side of that defensive line and then those linebackers.
Knights in the wishbone. Right out to the left is Patrick Connor. Shane under center. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Brandon McDonald over left tackle. And Brandon gets it all the way out, almost to the 40-yard line.
Brandon McDonald with over 30 carries and 75 yards or somewhere thereabouts last week against the Baden Rams. And boy, he had to be sore the next day because he got pounded. And this game probably not going to be much different. Tough yards, especially up inside.
Cade Ryan brings in the play for the Knights. He goes wide to the left. Knights stay in the wishbone. Antonio Murphy Jr., Seth Morris, and Brandon McDonald. Shane under center. Second down and 6. Shane turns, hands it off to McDonald, breaks a couple tackles. All the way inside the 50 and down to about the 46-yard line of the Ross Rams. What a run by Brandon McDonald.
We can run it too. It's what Brandon McDonald's telling those guys down there if they're listening to him. We can run it too. And he pounded the right sideline over here. 2 or 3 smaller Rams trying to take on Brandon McDonald is 6'1", 205-pound, lean and mean and strong. Running machine, Brandon McDonald.
Broke a couple tackles, came near side. Takes it all the way down to the 46 of the Rams. Knights stay in the wishbone. Patrick Connor wide out to the left. Here's the snap to Shane. He hands it off to McDonald again. Over right tackle. Getting it inside. Almost all the way down to the 40 of Ross.
Referee's late with the whistle.
6.
3 or 4 or 5 guys had him in their grasp. He wasn't going anywhere. The referee's just a little bit late with that whistle. I hate to see somebody get hurt or even worse. Well, not worse, but the ball come loose before when the play should be called dead. But Brandon McDonald doing a nice job. They're coming after him. They're punching away at that ball. And he's doing a nice job of recognizing that, as Seth Morris did earlier in the game, and wrapping it up nice and high and tight.
Gain of 5 for Brandon. 2nd and 5 for the Knights. Shane turns. He's going to keep it himself over the right side. He's met right at the 40-yard line and taken out of bounds.
That was a collision. Brian Shane lowered his shoulder and his head and took on Kyle Becker of the Rams. He's no small cat either, man. That was a vicious collision. Brian Shane could have ran out of bounds there, but
took on the tackler.
And the Knights now probably in 4-down territory with a 3rd and almost 5 at the Ross 40.
Patrick Connor comes near side. Knights stick with the wishbone. Shane turns, hands it off to Brandon McDonald, straight up the middle,
Right
still on his feet.
up the gut.
And I think he might have enough for the first down. Depends on the mark here.
He's got it.
They're moving the chains. First down and 10 Knights.
14-7, 7:02 left in the second quarter. This clock in this game is moving right along as I predicted it would. Both teams choosing to run the ball every down and not run out of bounds. And there's been very few, if any, penalties, actually. I don't know if I can recall a penalty yet in this game.
Couple on the Knights, I think, offside.
Oh, they got called. They got defense. Yeah, they did. You're right. That's it. They've been pretty clean other than that.
6:43 to go here in the second quarter. Brian Shane under center, full house backfield. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Seth Morris over the left side. Seth has a little bit of room.
But he's got a first down. Seth
Should
Morris.
be close. Maybe a little short.
Oh, my goodness, he is a little short. A little bit of a shoestring tackle there. Good gracious, you can't even talk. Seth tripped up. But if he had been able somehow to keep his balance, he was gone to the house.
He was gone. Pickup of 7, 2nd down and 3 for the Knights. Ball marked at the 27-yard line of the Rams. Knights trailing 14-7 here with 6:02 to go here in the half. Knights remain in the wishbone. Handed off to Brandon McDonald over right tackle, and he takes it inside.
Some tough yards,
25.
a little bit short. Gonna be, it looks like, about a little less than a yard short. They are moving the chains, baby. Move those chains. That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
That's nice, Mike.
You like that?
Yeah. Cade Ryan goes wide out to the left. Knights for the moment sticking with the wishbone offense. Antonio Murphy Jr., Seth Morris, and Brandon McDonald. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Brandon, trying to bounce it out right. And Ross sniffing that one out.
Yep, the Knights just battering this short side of the field. The ball is on what is the right side hash marks, closer to the altar sideline here. And they just keep battering the right side. And that time, the Rams did a nice job of reading the action and their keys and getting off their blocks and throwing Brandon for a little bit of a loss.
Yeah, loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 for the Knights. Just under 5 minutes to go here. Knights trailing by 7. Ball at the 26 of Ross. Snap to Shane. Hands it off to, pitching near side to Brandon McDonald. Gets to the sideline. Boy, and that's going to be close.
Again, peppering the short side over here. Just absolutely hammering these defensive Rams on the right side of their left side of their defensive line for some reason.
Was there a flag on the play?
Oh, my goodness. Yep, sure was. I didn't see the sign, but it looks like it probably is a hold. That's a hold.
That's a killer. It's going to take it all the way back to the 35 of Ross.
A game like this, you can't afford to make those mistakes, especially when you go down early like the Knights did. 14 to 7, 440. Only 440 left here in the second quarter already.
Second down and 20 now for the Knights. Ball at the 35 of Ross. Shane back to throw. Looking left side. Goes across the middle. Patrick Connor. He's got it. First down. Inside the 15. First down Knights. What a pass by Brian
Just a
Shane.
nice post pattern. Patrick Connor split wide left with one-on-one coverage. Ran the basic post pattern right to the middle of the field. Had the Ross defender on his backside. And Brian Shane put it right on the numbers.
Wow.
Did a nice job seeing that ball all the way into his hands, holding on at the tackle, and the Knights are really in business now inside the Ross red zone.
Yeah, Shane threw an absolute seed to Patrick Connor across the middle. Picks up the first down. First down and 10 at the 14 of Ross. Knights in the shot, in the wishbone. Handoff McDonald straight up the middle. And he gets some workman-like yards there, Mike. A couple on the play. Getting it down to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the Knights can get a first down. It's second and at 5 or 6 on the Ross 10-yard line. So definitely lots of space here to get a first down and keep this drive alive that way. They don't have to score in these next 2 or 3 downs. They got plenty of room there to get a first down still.
Call it second and 6. At the 10-yard line of the Rams. Shane under center. Turns. Hands it off to McDonald. Over right side. And he's going to get it down to the 5. Maybe inside the 5.
Inside the 5, and I think
Going to be close.
it's so close. The referee is indicating third down, but obviously in 2-down territory, or what would be 4-down territory, third and short. They're saying 1. We'll go with...
Maybe look for a sneak by Brian Shane to pick up the first.
Well, the Knights have been known to do that this year. Only done it once tonight.
Cade Ryan goes wide to the left.
What a possession here by the Ultra Knight offense.
Wishbone for the Knights. Shane under center. Third down and 1.
The Murph.
Murph straight up the middle. Did he get it, Mike? Referee running out.
He's saying no.
Inside the 5.
Yeah, they're saying no.
Say fourth down.
Oh, my goodness. There might be worth a timeout here to think about this one.
Oh.
Got 3. Ross has used 1. They've got 2 left. And it is fourth and game time. This is a huge play. It doesn't get any bigger. And this is old hat for Ross. They go for it on every fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
It's impossible to see
Wow.
exactly how far they are from the first down marker. It says 1 on the scoreboard. I think it's less, so maybe a Brian Shane quarterback sneak here. There's nobody over center.
In the wishbone. Here's the snap. Shane turns, hands it off to McDonald over the right side. He's going to get the first, but he is tackled inside the 5.
Can't.
And I see the number 1, so first down.
They are moving the chains. Well, they're not going to move the chains. They're only going to move the down marker. First and goal now inside the 5 at the Ross.
McDonald kind of reaching forward. I don't know if that's what got him the first. Looked like he may have had it anyways, but
Hey, go to your GCL Offensive Player of the Year in a game in a situation like that, right?
absolutely. Clock is running. 1:46 to go here in the half. First down and goal for the Knights at the 4-yard line of Ross. Wishbone offense.
Because
Shane gets the
linebackers.
snap. Hands it off. Straight up the middle. Touchdown Knights.
Who is that?
The Murph, baby. Touchdown Murph.
The Murph.
Wow.
Closing that ball into the end zone, right up the middle. The Murph with a huge touchdown, probably his biggest touchdown in his short career to date. He's got a lot to go for him. He's only a junior, but the Murph with a big touchdown, walking off the field like, hey man, that's what I expected to do. They're going to celebrate that.
Huge touchdown for the Knights. Big fourth down pickup. Jack Ruffalo on for the extra point.
His PATs are so big.
Shane will hold for the Knights. Looking down at the place.
Lance is snapping.
Glances towards the center. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good.
It was
and we've tied this
deflected.
ball game up.
It was deflected, but it slid inside the left upright there, and we have a 14-all ball game here. We're starting all over with 1:34 left in the first half, and what a sequence of events there by the Ultra Knight defense to stop the Rams on a 4th and about 6, and then they went a good 65 yards. I don't know how many plays that ended it up in a score, 14 all. And I've never been so excited at a game where there's only thrown the ball one time in my life.
The Knights have clawed their way back into this one, Mike. We are all even at 14. We got a minute 34 to go in the first half. Hard to believe this first half has flown. Again,
Wow.
both teams love to run the football, and the clock has flown by here in the first half.
We got a second. Let's say hello to Coach Domsites' mom, Mrs. Joyce Domsites, who's listening, Sister Joni or Jenny, who's listening also, and if they're still at the lake up in Michigan, Brother Craig and Dorothy Domsites listening to us tonight. And this is a barn burner. This is a barn burner. I think everybody knew it was going to be like this, and it has been a fantastic game so far. The Knights have bounced back from a 14-0 early deficit to tie the game.
1:34, Jack Ruffalo kicks off, end over end kicked, picked up at their own 5-yard line, taking it straight up the middle, and he is met right at the 20-yard line.
He was
Great
pounded.
special teams tackle.
5 guys in on that tackle. It looked like he ran into a stone wall, and he was planted into this AstroTurf. And all of a sudden, the enthusiasm, the energy, all of it's over here on the ultra sideline, and we'll see if they can do something here with minute 28 left. Knights have all 3 of their timeouts.
Interesting to see if the Knights hold them on a couple plays if they decide to use a timeout.
The scoreboard says they have 0 timeouts left, but I don't remember them using any.
What?
Latimer come near side for the Rams. Throws in the shotgun, going to take it out himself over the right side, trying to string it out. And he doesn't get much on the play.
Stays in play, so the clock will run.
Maybe a pickup of 2 or 3 on the play. We'll see where the referee marks it.
Coach is calling for a timeout. Coach Domsites calling for a timeout to stop the clock. So it'll be 2nd and 7 with about a minute 9 left here in the second quarter. Coach looking to get the ball back here before the half if possible. That would be something.
Yeah, and in our discussion and inside the huddle, he talked about, players keeping their keys, staying home, and doing their job. And certainly want to do that right here at the end of the half. Don't want to give them something crazy here, Mike. Keep the ball game in front of you. 1:09 to go here in the half.
Christy and Joe McDonald would like to give a big shout out to Big Joe Manfrey, senior tight end, who's having a great season this year. That's from Sarah and Joe McDonald. I want to say hello to the McDonalds and thanks for listening. Also, I want to say hello to Carrie Shane. She did call something out I wanted to mention here. Brian Shane's dad, Chris, is the equipment truck driver all season. He does a great job, Brian Shane and Chris Shane.
Goes under center. In motion is Warren. Quarterback straight up the middle.
My goodness.
And he is elusive.
He's Houdini. Knights can't figure it out when he has the ball. Coach is going to call timeout even though he got a nice gain on that. 3rd and very short. And you're playing with fire when you're this Rams team. It feels like they can just hit a home run just about any time. It feels like they have a couple, 2 or 3 different guys that can legitimately break one at any time. That's for sure. That from a scoring perspective on the season. Their touchdown scorers, Jackson Gifford, the fullback, with 23 touchdowns, C.J. Bowes with 14, Braden Frazeman with 9, Jay Warren with 6. They've scored 53 touchdowns on the season over, I think, 9 games maybe or something like that, if those statistics are accurate. But they have multiple weapons, and Coach referred to it in his pregame. He said, but be careful, because they haven't thrown a bad pass yet in this playoff. Doesn't mean they're not going to spring one on you right when you least expect it. So you've got to read your keys and stay home and stay honest right now, that's for sure.
Throws under center, turns, hands it off straight up the middle to Gifford. And a flag comes in on the play.
Right where they throw hold. That would be huge.
That would be
a
penalty on Ross. And
definitely a hold on Ross.
And it is holding, so that's going to take them back. And I felt like if they got the first down there, Domsites probably would not use that final timeout.
Oh, absolutely not.
But now
it's back.
You don't need to use one here.
He's got one left, right?
They do
Scoreboard is not accurate.
They do have one timeout to go. We are just under a minute to go here in the first half. 54 seconds. Tied up at 14. And it's 3rd down and 10 for Ross. Ball marked at their own 20. Knights trying to get the ball back here. We believe they have one timeout to go. So if they hold them here, and the referee just fell down, but he's back up.
That's a hard hit.
Bose calling out the play. He's under center. In motion is Frashman. Bose keeps it himself. Over right tackle.
Goodness.
Boy, and he elusive. Just shooting and driving all the way out to
Dusty Hayes, kind of a quarterback.
30-yard line.
If y'all remember Dusty Hayes, just very elusive, very great at faking one way and going the other. And he'll even throw a couple moves at you. And he is so dangerous once he gets into the open field, and they got a first down on that run. Quarterbacks having some success here tonight in the first half against Alder.
Well, he is very good in the open field. He's hard to tackle. You got to get a couple hats on him because he is very elusive and is very good on his feet. And he can juke you pretty easily.
I want to say hello to Tim and Terry O'Connell, who are listening to us back in Dayton, and Caprice Crub. Coach Shane Scherf says hello to Caprice, and thanks for listening to everybody who does dial us up every Friday. Also want to say hello to some family that's listening to me. And they have been, you know, it's a freshwater thing with my brother, a coach, and we have a player out there. And I'd like to say hello to Chris, Tim, Ty, Mark, if you're listening, Pam. Hang on, we got a barn burner here. This second half's going to be something else.
49 seconds to go. Ross has it at their own 31-yard line, and you're right, Mike, they're a scary offense. Knight's going to have to keep the game in front of them now. Bose under center. Gifford right behind him. In motion is Frashman.
Oh, he fell down. He slipped.
Bose slipped as he was turning towards his right, and the Knights get him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the clock's moving, 38 seconds, and we'll see if they even have to run a play. Quarterback just signaled that he started the play clock, so they will have to run a play, and then we'll go to the locker room, and we're going to have a halftime interview. We're going to replay the Connor Bazelak interview if you haven't heard it the first time.
Throws under center. In motion is Frashman. Hands it off to Frashman coming near side, and the Knights are going to wrap him up just outside the line.
Leading the way, doing a great job on that one.
Great defense by the Knights, and that's where the first half will expire, folks. And the Knights clawing their way back into this one, scoring 2 unanswered touchdowns, and tied it up at 14. Michael, we've got ourselves a ball game.
Right back where we started, basically all even, and only half a game to play to decide this regional final down here in Ross, Ohio, at Hamilton Ross High School Stadium. And it was a game that had a lot of high expectations, and it didn't disappoint.
No surprises either.
No surprises. Early mistakes by Knight. The Knights cost them, but they were able to recover, and we're right back to where we started, like I said.
All right, folks, so we will go into halftime. The ball game is tied up at 14. We're going to replay Mike's interview with Connor Bazelak, so please stay tuned for that. And we'll see you back here in a few moments. Thank you for joining us on Gamecast Radio for Alter Knights football.
Hey, everybody. Fresh here, and tonight we are visiting with someone who is as hot as it gets right now, and that's former Alter great and current starting Missouri quarterback Connor Bazelak. On Saturday, Connor led the Tigers to a huge SEC win over defending national champion LSU. Connor was 29 for 34 throwing the ball. He threw for a total of 406 yards and 4 touchdowns as Missouri hung on to win 45-41. Connor, thanks for taking time to visit with me and Alter Nation tonight. I watched that whole game Saturday, man. What a game, what a game. Talk a little bit about what it was like to play in that game, and then what were you thinking there at the end when your defense had that unbelievable goal line stand to win the game for you?
Yeah, thanks. First off, thanks, Coach Fresh, for having me on. But it was just a lot of fun being out there against, like you said, defending national champs. LSU, they were a great team.
All right, guys.
It was fun. I was just having fun out there, moving the ball down the field.
How do I make this? Shut up. There. Alright. For my halftime, I am gonna do this. And I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Jackson Cleather ready to kick the ball away for the Red Devils as we are set for second half action from Kumler Field as Cleather puts it away, a high end over end kick. To the far side, this is Lucas Moore from about the 2-yard line, cutting across the field to the near side. He is out to about the 10, to the 15, breaks a tackle to the 15, 25, 30. He has a chance across midfield, stays on his feet. This will be a 98-yard return for a touchdown to begin the second half for the Baden Rams.
Unbelievably, no flags on that play, just great blocking up the field from Baden on that score.
Started on the far side of the field at about the 2, came across the field as he got down the sideline, broke a couple of tackles as Taylor said had great blocking out in front, and he takes it to the house for 6. Rams lead it 22. start? Early start. Early start was great. It's exactly what we wanted. I mean, they made a couple mishaps on some kickoffs there, a fumble. I mean, it's exactly what we wanted to do, get off to a fast start. We did. And then all of a sudden, it was just penalty after penalty, on both teams. And I'll have to go back and watch film. It is what it is. We kind of anticipated it a little bit after having 3 weeks off, and that's no excuse, for it. But it got cleaned up. And, to win games in the playoffs now, especially. And, we know we got Alter next week, so that's not going to win a football game against Alter. Just talking about that layoff, I mean, did you obviously got too fast start, so you had to be really happy with that after 3 weeks not playing. I mean, how key was that start after not playing? I think that was huge. And that was a good football team. Credit to Tim and New. I mean, those kids played hard, and it was a physical game. I mean, there's sometimes you can really hear some hits out there, but getting off the fast start was something we appreciated all week long, because having
Sorry, I'm trying to get you guys a better. A better view.
Outstanding work by the Maine Rams. Let's send it down to Patrick Geshin, who is with the head coach of the Rams, Nick Yorty.
Well, Coach, tremendous performance by your team here in this playoff game today. How did you win it?
We just played for 4 quarters. It was a little sloppy. It was actually really sloppy, but we kind of anticipated that a little bit. With having 3 weeks off, literally 3 weeks off, but kids played hard. Okay, we executed, got off to a great start. They made some mistakes early, but get off that fast start was obviously pretty important for us.
You just told your team you know what's coming next week. Alter is the opponent coming next week for you guys. Your initial reaction to that?
Hey, just say I think we've played these guys since I've been here. I feel like I've played them about 10 or 12 times, and we keep running into them in the playoffs. And they're obviously a good team. It's a rivalry game. It's a GCL, and credit to our league, for both of us being here at this point. But it's going to be a battle. We know that, and they beat a very good team last night, so I'm sure they're going to be pretty fired up.
Coach, appreciate the time. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Steve.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Rusty a little bit? Yeah, I think so. I think it showed definitely, in the second quarter. I mean, it was a great start for us. They made a couple mistakes early on with some kickoffs and stuff like that. But, we didn't want to talk about it a whole lot, but, I think having 3 weeks off, really kind of reared its head on us, especially with some stuff we've been working on in practice, and then to come out in the game and not execute it was pretty frustrating, but hey, the kids battled through it. I think it shows a lot for our kids' attitude and adapting to a little adversity there. And hey, a win's a win, especially in a playoff, so we'll take it. Yeah, and these kids know. I mean, Alter is Alter, and we know that, and we've played them. Like I said, I think I've played them about 10 times. I've only been here for 4 years. We keep running into each other, and they're a quality team and very well coached, and we were really good opponent last night, so I'm sure they're going to be pretty fired up and have a GCL battle here in the playoffs. It's going to be a lot. We got to clean up our mistakes that we had out here, game plan wise. We had a pretty good game plan, and we were scoring. I think maybe 2 touchdowns called back, dropped the touchdown in the end zone there as well. Little things like that we got to clean up. We just got to, we got to worry about ourselves and go out and execute against Alter. Congratulations. All right, thanks,
All right. Let me go check on. Ooh, that's not what I want. I'm going to check on Alter really quick.
going so fast.
One pass attempt, the Knights throwing the ball down the field to a wide,
All right.
nice catch on
We're having technical difficulties. Please stand by at this time.
Got down the field, just a simple little post pattern. Got down the field past the first down markers. Brian Shane had time.
Sorry, we are having tech.
That was a huge.
Hello, we're back.
Yeah, that picked up the first down.
The only pass has been thrown the whole game. Obviously, it was caught, so the clock didn't stop. And we played that one. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So the band of college friends is making their way off the field. The Knights are warming up. All right.
They're going to put probably a few more minutes on the clock. The Rams haven't even made it out onto the field yet. The warm-up clock is now down to 0.
Oh.
Somebody must have told them already that they're going to put more time on the clock because the band took a little bit longer. Clock's still at 0 and no Ross players to be seen. Here come the referees now, but the Knights are out on the field getting loose and warm and looking like they're ready to go. They do get the ball to start the
I was just going to mention that.
second half, which is huge, and they do. They put 3 more minutes on the warm-up clock, so I don't know what Ross is doing back there, but they better get out here and get loose, or they're gonna be a little stiff.
So again, the Knights did, for the most part, spot Ross 14 points. Ross taking the opening drive, got great field position off of that starting kickoff, taking it all the way down to, I believe it was almost at the Knights' 40-yard line. And after 2 plays, took it in for the 7-0 lead. And then the Knights turned the ball over on the ensuing kickoff. And Ross took that one right in and scored as well. Opened up the 14-0 lead. Knights drove the ball all the way down the field. Brian Shane taking it into the end zone to cut the deficit to 14-7. And as Mike just mentioned a few moments ago, Knights on a big 4th down defensive stance, got the ball back right around their 40-yard line, and they were able to take it into the end zone. Antonio Murphy, the Murph, took it in from, I believe it was about the 3 or the 4-yard line, and tied it up for the Knights, and that's where we stand.
Speaking of bands, Chuck Mangold is listening to us in Tucson, Arizona. Tip would like to give a shout out to the award-winning Altar Knights band. I lost it there for a second. The Altar Knights Marching Band, the Go Little Band Go, he says. Join the Marching Knights on Saturday, which is tomorrow at 12:30 on the Nick Mangold practice field over at Altar for a free community performance. I agree. Go over there and check that out. It's going to be a great day to be outside. And Nick Mangold Field over right behind Altar. Chuck says, go Knights.
Boy, and what a perfect night for football it is tonight.
Oh, this is no wind. No wind out in the country, and it's warm, fairly warm. Yeah, for football. I mean, it's not too cold, and we're up in the press box, so we're not suffering too much. I've got, says here it's 55 degrees down here right now, so it is clear.
Take it.
Yeah, we will take it. It's a great night. Great night for football.
Again, the winner of tonight's ball game will take on DeSales and Hartley. If anybody happens to have the score of that ball game, text Mike. That'd be great to know. If there's a score in that one, that ball game might be at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
that's so fast.
They also, that's. Those two teams played each other during a regular season. DeSales won both. They were close games, and we will get that. We will get that winner, and I know who I would like to play. I'm not going to say, but I know who I'd like to play.
I can guess.
And get some revenge against.
Well, actually, it could be either one of them.
Yeah,
we lost to DeSales last year.
We do, and we owe them, but I'd rather play Hartley.
Yeah, I
feel like we really owe them.
Well, 2010, am I remember, or 2009?
Yeah.
2009.
Yeah, but Piqua. That was brutal.
Yeah,
speaking of that,
nephew Sean was on
that game. I think Zane Pitzer, old number 4, the quarterback, is listening to us tonight. I want to say, give him a shout out. Coach Domsites loved.
Okay, so I got the score for the Bishop Hartley DeSales game. And if anybody knows to contact Mike or whatever, I got the score for you.
So here we go, folks. Just about to start the second half.
DeSales leads Hartley 24-7 for right now. So there you go.
Kind of an onside kick, but picked up by the Knights. And I don't know if that was meant to be an onside kick or what, Mike, but they kicked it short.
They kicked it short, and it was kind of hard to tell if he just mishit a squib. It didn't go very far.
It is on Spectrum Sports, Spectrum News 1. The high school blitz area, it's on that. So check that out.
But the Knights will have great field position to start the third quarter here.
They're at their own 42-yard line, so 1st and 10 with really good position. They scored the last 2 possessions. Let's see if they can keep that streak going.
Knights stand the wishbone. Near side is Patrick Connor. Here's the snap to Shane, straight up the middle.
Or their YouTube channel.
And I think that was
Score on air?
Morse or
I've never heard of it. I'll have to check
maybe it was
that
a
out.
handoff to the Murph. A gain of a couple on the play. They're going to call it a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 for the Knights. Ball at their own 44-yard line. We're tied up in this one, folks. 14-14, 11:30 to go here in the third quarter. Near side is Cooper Freshwater. In motion coming near side is Brandon McDonald. Here's the snap to Shane. He turns, pitches up near side to C.J. Hicks. C.J. down the left side. Still
Touchdown Knights! Wow!
That is going to be on every Buckeye highlight film on Twitter and Facebook tonight. Oh my goodness, Buckeye! What a stiff arm by C.J. Hicks. Bob just stopped shaking. It was unbelievable. Wow! I wish I could show the fans that right now. Absolutely unbelievable. The Rams defender was coming up on him as he got around the corner, and he just stiff armed him to the crowd like a little kid.
And what a pitch by Brian Shane.
Woo!
Just took collapse on him and pitches it out to C.J.
Go Knights!
Point is Jack Ruffalo. Here's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good. And just like that, Mike, wow. The Knights open up the 7-point lead, 21-14, with 11:09 to go.
I've seen a lot of high school football in my time. I've never seen a stiff arm like that. I didn't catch the number of the Rams defender schooled there, and he's going to be embarrassed forever because that thing's going to make it on the internet and go viral. I'm telling you, that was unbelievable. Wait till you see that run there by C.J. Hicks later on tonight.
C.J. taking it near side, and after the stiff arm, there's no way you're going to catch him. Got through that wave, and he was gone. So a great start to the second half for the Knights. And the Knights, again, going to have to go on defense here against this very tough Ross running game.
This is how the game started, only it was the Ross Rams that struck early in the game, and the Knights come back here with their first possession, and C.J. Hicks hits a home run out of the stadium, man. That was quite the run by the Buckeye recruit, 5-star prospect junior C.J. Hicks.
Here's the kick by Ruffalo, end over end kick straight down the middle. Picked up by Ross, out to their 20, breaking it over the left side, and the Knights doing a good job again on special teams, taking him down right at the 20-yard line.
And I lost the audio. Okay, hold on. Oh, not our internet. Maybe I should order that thing that I found. Or add it, not order it, but add it to my Christmas list. You just plug it into your TV and boom, you got it. Or plug it in. Oh, I had it!
Trips to the
There.
left, turns, hands it off to Gifford straight up the middle, and I think he's going to get the first down. And it looks like they're going to mark it at about the 33-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ross. At their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, this is just smash-mouth football from both programs, and made a bigger, stronger, tougher man win, period.
Near side is Latimer. In motion is Frashman. They're going to hand it off to him over the left side. Knight's trying to string them out. They do.
Yeah, he's
Maybe a 2 on the play.
Got out to the 31, 36 it looks like, is where they put the, place the marker, I think.
Call it a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 for Ross. 9:03 to go here in the third quarter. Coming near side is Latimer. In the backfield with Bose is Gifford. Snaps, turns, hands it off to Gifford up the middle, and he's got space again, getting it outside. Fumble on play!
That referee's marking
And
him
they're
down.
going to call him down.
Yeah, near linesman here coming in and saying he was down, and he's probably right. It did come out really late. He bobbled the handoff, got control of it, got up into the line of scrimmage, took some hits, and as he went to the ground and dropped it already down though, so almost a big mistake. Almost a big mistake by that fullback.
Excuse me, Mike. Ball at their own 41-yard line. Call it 3rd and 2. 2 wideouts near side. Gifford right behind Bose in motion. And will settle behind Gifford is Frashman. Hand off to Gifford over left tackle. And he's going to pick up 2 or 3, and I think he's going to have another first down for Ross, taking it to the 44-yard line.
I'm going to bet you these Rams haven't had as physical a game since they played Baden way back in week 1 and lost 41-7. They then ran the table through their league.
That's kind of a shocking score.
Yeah, it was week 1 though. I mean, that's a rivalry game, but probably not played as physical a game as this one is since then.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Bose under center, trips to the left. Bose scrambling left side. He's got room, still on his feet all the way to midfield and taken out of bounds by the Knights. And it looks like they're going to mark it right at the 50-yard line.
When Bose rolls out, he's got the ball tucked under. There's absolutely no way he's going to throw the ball. It's an all run play, running basically a sweep to the wide side of the field, and the Knights corral him over there, and that ball is at their own 49-yard line, just inside the 50.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Bose going to keep it himself over left tackle and makes a nice move towards his left, and he's going to pick up another first down.
This is not a big kid.
Taking it inside Knights territory all the way down to the Knights 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Ross.
Yeah, C.J. Bose, the quarterback, a 5'11", 165-pound senior, but man, is he shifty and tough. Really hard to bring down.
Latimer for Ross comes near side. Gifford. They're going to hand it off to Frashman. Going in motion down the left side. And going nowhere, and the Knights get him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that should be, at worst, no gain.
Boy, I don't even think he got that far, but the referee going to give it to him at about the 43.
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage. That's not a very good spot. It was on the far side of the field, but that was a very questionable spot.
No gain, 2nd down and 10 at the Knights 43. Latimer near side. In the slot is Frashman. Frashman in motion, going left side. Bose turns near side. He keeps it, pitches it to Frashman. Oh, my tackle! Right there. I believe it's Aiden Plate on the tackle. And it is. What an open field tackle by
That was a true triple option play right there, executed to perfection by Bose. But Aiden Plate doing a nice job of reading that from back in his defensive back position, came up hard and fast and hit a licking on Bose. But man, that kid's tough. He got right back up and no problem.
Big play. 3rd down and 7 to go here for Ross. Ball marked at the Knights' 41-yard line. Going left side is Latimer. Behind Bose is Gifford. Frostman towards his right. Here's the snap. Hand off to Gifford straight up the middle. Maybe a gain of a couple on the play. So they're going to go for it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be 4th down, and I'm going to call it 5. We'll see where it...
Got a timeout on the field. One of the Ross linemen, big number 78, I think, lost his helmet. And he's going to come off. He came off, and then they'll start the clock. So we're going to be under 5 minutes when this ball is snapped. Knights up 21-14 here in the 3rd quarter. And another gigantic 4th down play. The Rams, as they have been doing it all season, are going to go for it.
4th and 5, folks. Ball marked at the Knights' 38-yard line. 4:50 to go.
A hard count. Don't jump off sides and give it to them. Got to be keeping that in the back of your mind down there.
Gifford behind Bose. Here's the snap. Bose going to keep it himself over right tackle, and he's got space, and he's got the first. Cuts it back inside.
Oh.
And somebody made a great open field tackle there. We'll see who it was. C.J. Hicks, maybe? I believe it was C.J. Hicks saving the touchdown for the Knights.
Bose and C.J. having some words after that tackle, but this Bose dude is eating the Knights' lunch defensively.
Each time, I think the Knights...
Come on, Alter!
He makes a move either towards his right or left and makes you miss.
Yeah, he's very talented, very athletic.
1st and 10 at the Knights' 10. Bose turns, hands it off to Gifford up the middle. Contact early by Derek Shepard. Gets through that tackle, but the Knights take him down after about, I believe, maybe a 2-yard gain.
Derek Shepard, most of an offensive lineman this season, does see some time on the D-line, and he's seen a lot of time on the D-line tonight. They need his size in there, the D1, major D1 prospect at the college level, the junior, clogging up that middle, or trying to anyways.
In motion is Frostman. He's going to keep it himself all the way to the line of, the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ross.
My, oh my.
And boy, when he keeps it off of that option, they're having a lot of trouble with that, Mike.
He does a great job of reading it. It's a true triple option, and he does a great job of reading it. And he finds gaps, exploits them. He's so quick to the line of scrimmage, and then once he gets in space, it's maybe below the door.
The extra point is good.
Yeah, barely.
And we're back to even. It's 21-21. And Mike, you made a good call early in this ball game. It may just come down to who has the ball last. But Knights are in a good position. They have the ball with it tied. And if they can put 7 on the board, they'll keep that scoring.
It's whoever has the ball last.
Yeah,
I think
keep that advantage.
Yep, I think whoever has the ball last is gonna win this one. I want to give a shout out to assistant coach Dan Morrison, who does a lot to help us. Does special teams and wide receivers from a position group perspective, and does a lot of film work for Coach Dom Sides and helps us in the basketball program. He is extremely passionate about Alter and the Alter Night sports programs, and does a lot to help a lot of different organizations up there. Just want to give him a shout out and tell him thank you for your passion and all that you do for the school and all these sports programs he supports. Coach Dan Morrison.
Absolutely. So Ross answers the touchdown by the Knights with their own. They've tied it up at 21. Here's the kick by Ross. Squib kick straight up the middle. Seth Morris runs it down, and he will down it at his own 22-yard line. And that's where the Knights will begin their second possession of the second half. So a nice answer there by Ross, Mike, taking it all the way down the field. And I would say the greatest threat on that drive was Bose, having a lot of success running the football for the Rams. First down and 10 for the Knights at their own 23-yard line. And just what we expected here, folks.
Yep, 21 all. I told you early in the game that both teams will get into the 30s. I'm standing by that prediction.
Shane under center. Wishbone. Shane turns. Hands it off to Seth Morris, I believe, straight up the middle.
And now it just becomes a case where you can't.
Excuse me, Brandon McDonald.
Brandon McDonald, the carry. Becomes a game where you just can't make mistakes, especially in big moments. Penalties, turnovers would be absolutely disastrous at this point in the game, and the team who doesn't do that is most likely going to come out on top here tonight with only 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Gain of 5 on the play by Brandon McDonald. Cade Ryan brings in the play for the Knights. Knights going to stay in the wishbone. Near side is Ryan. Shane under center. Here's the snap. Shane turns near side and going to take it himself and nowhere to go. Coming to the near side of the field, and Ross sniffed that one out. And maybe a loss of a yard or two on the play.
And the Knights have a long...
Why? We apologize. I don't know why it's doing this. It's being silly. Electric? What? What is it doing? Oh, come on, you stupid thing. I don't give a crap about the internet. You're just doing it to be an... Sorry. I had to mute that one. Thank you, mother...
Other times before, Brian Shane hit him and streak. The defender tried to trip Patrick up from behind with a little heel tackle. Patrick, as athletic as he is, kept his balance and skated into the end zone for a huge touchdown.
We're not sure what the flag is. The referee's having a conference on the field.
And I don't know either. I have no idea. The way the flag came out and where, I almost have to believe it has to be a Ram, something on the Ram sidelines or a player, because the Knights, I don't know. We'll find out here in a second.
What a pass.
Dead ball,
Brian Shane.
unsportsmanlike, on Halter. Man, oh man,
I don't know.
Will they
put that against the PAT
on the kickoff? The kick. But that flag came in so fast, I don't even know what they possibly could have said was unsportsmanlike. The kid caught a touchdown, turned around, flipped the ball to the official, and then jumped up in the air. And then there was a flag.
Downside's getting an explanation from the near side referee.
I can't wait to hear what that is said there, because they are going to move it back on the PAT.
So it's going to...
Because it's, I don't know why they're moving it back, not putting that on the kickoff.
This is going to be about a 35-yard extra point.
Huge. When you're trading touchdowns and the field goal or the kickers are making them, this is huge.
This is a big play for the Knights.
Man, I don't know. That doesn't feel good to me. That doesn't feel good to me. I can't wait to hear this explanation after the game. That does not look right. But nonetheless, they're going to be kicking a PAT here from
25.
Yeah, 35-yard PAT. Jack has the leg. We need a good snap, a good hold, and there's no wind up front. No wind at all.
Shane turns towards the center. Gets the snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. It is long enough.
And it is good.
Wow.
We know it's still up 28-21. We knew we got you. We did. That was a penalty. We'll still score. That meant nothing, that penalty. It absolutely, at the end of the day, meant nothing. and we're going to kick off in the normal location, and you might score up 28-21. And can you have a shootout? Although that was a great pass play, can you have a shootout when both teams are running it 95% of the time? But what a pass play! What a call! I thought Brian was going to take the receiver underneath. I think it was Seth Morris with a little wheel route out of the backfield to the right flats. And Brian looked downfield, to his credit, saw Patrick Carter get past his defender. I don't know how that happens, but it happened last week, and it just happened again tonight. And Patrick got, I was sitting there going, oh gosh, catch this ball, right? It felt like the ball was in the air forever. It slowed down so much. And Patrick, the senior, making a fantastic play after that pass downfield to Brian Shane. And we don't know what happened in the end zone, but it doesn't matter now.
Somehow he just sneaks by you, gets a step.
Well, now they're going to, I don't know, now we're kicking off at the 25-yard line.
Huh?
We get penalized twice. How do we get penalized twice? We got penalized on the PAT, and we get penalized on the kickoff. I do not understand what happened there.
Boy, the ball is placed at their own 25.
I do not understand what just happened there, but
I'm not sure what's going on with the score.
here's the situation for the Knights from a yardage perspective.
It should be 28-14, not 28-21.
It's going to be picked up out of the air by Gifford, all the way to midfield and into Knights territory, but down right at about the 47 and 48
Got
yard
that a
line.
little higher over his head. That thing would have rolled forever. And I didn't notice it was Gifford. He made a nice play to pick that one, snag that one right out of the air. But man, oh man, what a turn of events!
The heck?
Touchdown by
Did I miss something here? It probably happened when we had trouble.
Then two penalties that kickoff really hurt the Knights as the Rams are taking on this possession inside the Knights territory. Excuse me.
Boys hand off to Frostman. Boy,
Why the
he's
heck?
going to take him backwards. Maybe a gain of a yard forward progress, but 3 or 4
I don't know why
Knights
the
taking
hell
him
it's
down.
doing this.
After maybe a 1 or a 2 yard gain.
Looks like a 2-yard gain. These referees very generous with the spots for the home team. But Knights need to muster up some energy and some enthusiasm out there on that defense. Need to stop desperately here. 1:25 left and counting in the third quarter.
Knights fans making noise. Crow's going to pitch it left side. And the Knights beat him again. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play. We're going to mark it at the Knights' 45-yard
I'm
line.
getting to the point where I'm happy when Bose gets rid of the ball. He doesn't keep it. Guess who's going to keep it this time? You got to be keen on C.J. Bose, number 7, on this play right here, because he did not touch it those first two downs. They got barely 3 yards, and he's been killing us all night long. So look for C.J. Bose to try to make something happen here for the Rams.
Got to get a hat on him. And it looks like Frostman is actually lining up at the quarterback position. Bose is in the slot. Frostman going to keep it himself. Knights have him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play.
And this fans at Ultra going nuts. They had 80 tickets from what I was told, and it sounds like about 800 people right outside the press box here. It is really loud every time the Knights do something positive. But here they are, man, in a big situation against a team that scored like 3 straight times against them. And they're going for it at midfield, 4th and long. My goodness, I'll tell you what, this coach, he's got some, you know what, I'm telling you, I don't think I can do it. Onions!
Latimer comes near side in the backfield, and they're going to call timeout.
They are.
Talk about this one.
Yeah,
Boy, the
they
Knights
are.
are fired up.
They don't get it here and give the Knights a half a field. That could be basically suicide on their part. I know they've done this all year, but this is not all year. This is the regional final against a team that's just scored 3 straight times. I would have to try to get Alter as far back as I could But again, the Rams defense has not stopped the Knights. You know, touchdowns out of 5 possessions, if I'm not mistaken.
No punts yet for the Knights. No punts yet for Ross. The Knights have stopped them on downs one time, Mike.
Go, Walter!
I believe the
Beat
Knights were able
off!
to hold Ross on downs, and that was when they were able to punch it in and tie the score.
A shout out to Aiden Plate, number 5 number 5 of the Plate clan, number 2 on the field, number 1 in our hearts. Keep balling out.
So it is 4th and 9. Ball is at the Knights' 47-yard line. Another huge play here for the Knights defense. In the backfield, in the I formation, is Gifford and Warren behind Bose. Bose under center. Here's the snap. Bose back row. Roll is his right. Pressure coming. Trying to get him on that sideline. He's going to let it go. He has a man right on the sideline. First down.
There's a flag. There's a flag here.
There's a flag.
Right in front of the Rams building. That's going to be holding. As the Knights were pursuing Bose as he rolled out to his right. It's a dead spread out to his right. And the Knights were pursuing him pretty aggressively. The offensive lineman for the Rams held just a little bit too much of the jersey there, I guess. That would have been a first down had it stood. And that's going to move them back 10. And now they have to punt. Hey!
I'm shocked.
Yeah, they're actually going to punt the football. History in the making here. The Ross Rams now with a punt. And you know that is not what they want to do.
Woo! Go, Walter! Beat off!
The Knights do not
Off!
want anyone back to punt, because I'm sure they're not buying this. They're probably just going to let this one roll. Here's a snap. High snap! Almost blocked by the Knights. And ball is a line drive punt, and they get a decent roll. Ball is going to be down at the Knights' 29-yard line. Almost blocked. I thought the Knights could have blocked that one, Mike, but they kind of stopped their pursuit.
Yeah, I don't think the block play was...
Beat off, Walter! Beat off!
I see the referees talking. I don't know what they're calling here.
Beat off, Walter! Beat off!
The flag's over here right in front of us at the 50-yard line on the hash mark. I don't know, I mean, is that where you would normally see a hold on the receiving team? Or, I mean, I don't know what happened. I wasn't watching the ball. These referees seem to be in a little over their heads tonight.
Yeah!
It was after the punt, so it will go against the Knights at the end of the play, I believe. Ross won't get another down.
Yeah, it happened during the punt, and the Knights are going to start a little further back. Here's the referee with the call.
Non-sites.
I don't know how Ed's keeping his cool down there, because I would have probably lost it by now with some of these flags. What?
Non-sites getting an explanation. Doesn't look
What?
like he really agrees with it or appreciates it.
He's facing the Ross sidelines. I think he said hold. So that'll come. Oh, there's 2 penalties. There's 2 penalties on Ultra, although you can't apply 2, although they did after the score. So this is not, this is probably something you're going to see in an officiating clinic someday on how not to do stuff.
Well, we have no idea at the moment where the football will be placed.
No. Although the Knights have moved all the way back to inside their 15-yard line. I mean, there's just way too much talking going on here right now over on the Ross sideline with the coaches over there, the official.
So Knights fans getting up and cheering on their team here. 11:42 to go in the ballgame. Knights up 7, 28-21. Forcing Ross to punt the football. And as soon as we figure out where the football is, we'll let you know.
Yeah, they called 2 holds. Of course, one will be declined, the other one will be accepted. I think the conversation was about how far, which penalty do you take based on where the infraction happened. And they're going to put the ball down, or the marker for the ball down.
So now they're marking it off.
At the 20-yard line.
At the 20, so the Knights will start at their own 20-yard
So
line.
a smart move there, as it turns out, from a net result perspective by the Rams to punt that one away. Knights with 80 yards to go to pay dirt here and a possible game-clinching touchdown.
How big would a touchdown drive be here, Mike?
This Ram defense has to be a little bit tired. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm going to bet you that they've been on the field longer than the Knights defense, and another long possession here might just totally do them in. Got to take care of the ball, be smart here. Got to get rid of these penalties that are piling up here all of a sudden.
Shane under center, wishbone, offense for the Knights. Here's the snap. Shane turns, hands it off to Brandon McDonald. Has some space near side. Stiff arm trying to break a tackle. He does. All the way down to the 40-yard line of Ross.
Woo!
McDonald just would not go down.
He got another 20 yards with a guy holding on to him. I mean, that was pretty impressive. Brandon McDonald carrying a tackler a good 20 yards. Gave him a good stiff arm. The Ross defender grabbed on and tried to bring him down, but couldn't. Brandon just kept his balance. He's so strong and kept his balance. And it's McDonald time right now.
I was just about to say, how about a Brandon McDonald?
It's Brandon McDonald time.
How about a Brandon McDonald TD here? Knights.
Let's go Knights! Let's go Knights! Let's go Knights! Let's go Knights! Let's go Knights!
Off to fumble on the play. Not what
Alter recovered. I think I'm not sure who that is getting off the bottom of the pile. It's Brandon. Or is that?
looks like Derek Shepard recovered it for the Knights. Boy, that may have been a saving play there.
Got a quick shout out to my niece Sarah, who's listening to us down in northern Kentucky. She just dialed us up, and she dialed us up at a good time.
Patrick Connor brings in the play for the Knights. He's going to go wide out to the left. Coming near side is Big Joe Manfrey. Knights stay in the wishbone. C.J. Hicks, Antonio Murphy Jr., and Brandon McDonald. Shane under center. 10:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Shane turns, hands it off to Brandon McDonald. Boy, he almost broke that one, but somebody got his shoestring.
That was a trip tackle, but a legal one, and he was going to be gone, I think, down this right sideline had that not happened. But like I said, yeah, Coach, you heard me say this before, Coach Dom Seitz has him right where he wants them to lead late in the game and the ball, and a lot of success tonight running it so far, and that's what you're going to see a lot more of here on this possession. If they could cap it off with some kind of a score, either kind of a score, field goal or a touchdown, that would be huge.
Need a first down here, Mike. 3rd and 3 to go. Just under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Shane gets the snap, turns, hands it off to Brandon McDonald. And a pickup of a couple, maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain, and it's going to be 4th and short. See what they call it. He definitely got some progress.
There's a big, big 4th down. How many times have we said that tonight for either or both teams? 4th and, I'm going to say 2.
Yeah, good call. 4th and 2.
Over here, the Knights are with the ball on the near hash mark, right in front of the Ultra bench, and the Ultra stands. Huge play here, 4th.
Huge play. 4th down and 2 for the Knights. Ball at the 32-yard line of Ross. Wishbone backfield. Shane under center. Here's the snap. Shane gonna keep it himself over left side. First down, Knights.
First down, Knights.
They're indicating Alter recovered the ball. I'm questioning, and he's definitely got the first down. They're going to move the chains.
Shane a little bit banged up on the play.
Well, he lost his balance as he turned the corner and was just kind of doing everything he could to stay upright. Took an odd or awkward hit.
Woo!
Did that.
Go Alter! Knights!
Moving pretty gingerly.
Go Alter Knights!
First down by the senior quarterback. That
Woo!
games like this.
28-21 Knights. Clock is running. Under 9 to go here in the ball game. Patrick Connor near side. Wishbone backfield. Shane turns. Hands it off to Brandon. Straight up the gut. Brandon still on his feet. He breaks it. To the 5. To the end zone. Touchdown Knights.
Woo!
Brandon McDonald is loving it. Huge possession there for the Knights.
What a possession, what a score. That's your seniors. those are your seniors, Brian Shane and Brandon McDonald, getting it done with those offensive linemen on that possession after those penalties and moved the Knights back so far. They put together an 80-yard drive and take the lead 34-21. Jack Russell.
Woo!
Point.
Go Alter!
Shane turns towards center. Here's the snap. Kick is up and it is good.
Woo!
They got all sides on the Rams.
It's got to be on the Rams.
Desperately trying to block that. I think you decline that. Or can you decline it?
I'm not sure. It might be a dead ball.
Yeah.
Foul. So the Knights will probably have to re-kick this one.
Yeah. Which isn't always a good thing. You're taking points off the board when that happens. It always makes the coach nervous.
At the moment, 34-21 Knights, 8:43 to go in the ball game. And a couple of huge runs there all the way down the field by Brandon McDonald, taking that one in. Jack Ruffalo in for the extra point. Ball will be placed just inside the 10-yard line.
Go Alter! Beat us!
Center, here's the snap.
Beat
Ball is down,
us!
kick is up.
That is way up, baby. It is good.
Woo!
5-21 and another flag. My goodness.
Ah!
And it looks like it's going to be another sportsmanlike on Ross this time, based on the reaction of the Ultra Knights as they run off the field. And it's on, he tried to signal Ultra play, but it's an unsportsmanlike late hit, kind of a penalty on the Rams, so the Knights will kick 15 yards closer.
So, Mike, still a lot of time to go in this one. And how many times this season have we talked about the Knights coming out of the locker room and playing great defense?
Yeah, that's been true tonight. I mean, those first two scores weren't all necessarily on the defense, but since then they have been stellar, and it feels like they kind of got used to what Ross was running. The quarterback has been a major pain tonight, and he wasn't a big part of their offense that last possession for some reason. But he's been tough to deal with. But outside of that, it seems like they've really kind of gotten used to seeing what the Rams are doing. And
Go Alter! Nice!
And they just did a nice job of reading their keys, staying home and honest, and getting everybody to the football when it comes to tackling that big fullback and that big tailback and that shifty quarterback.
So after the penalty, the ball is actually marked at the 45-yard line of Ross. Jack will probably try to kick this in the end zone. Going to kick it all the way back to the end zone, and it will fall.
No return that time.
So ball will come out to, I believe, the 20-yard line, and that's where Ross will start their next possession with 8:43 to go in the ball game. Knights up 35-21. And boy, what a second half so far for the Knights.
Yeah, the second half has been incredible. We were 14-14, all tied at halftime, and the Knights have come out and been unstoppable offensively, scored 3 straight possessions, and have taken a commanding lead here late in the game that just started out all Ross.
It sure did. Handoff straight up the middle.
Now you've got a team who doesn't like to throw the ball at all. I mentioned it earlier, they've thrown 11 passes all season, completed 5, have not thrown a pass they have not thrown a pass in the playoffs still yet. And that's not what they like to do when you're down 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So if you gotta start looking at
I'm gonna check on the latest score.
a little bit quicker.
Second down and 9. Bose under center. Gifford in the backfield. In motion is Frassman. Handoff straight up the middle. Nowhere to go. And the Knights are all over that one.
The helmet comes flying off. That's Derek Shepard Jr.'s helmet. He's going to have to come out of the game.
And Joe Manfrey comes on to play a little defense for the Knights.
And Derek's going to have to come out, and Manfrey comes in to take his place at least for this one play. The senior,
Third down and 7.
normally a tight end, getting some time on the defensive line, just a big body in there to kind of stand people up, clog up the middle, let those linebackers come and tackle people.
Knights fan making noise. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 23 of Ross. Bo's going to keep it himself over the right side. And he's going to pick up the 1st down for Ross. Clock is running. Excuse me, clock has stopped now.
Just long enough to move the chain. 7:38 left, and now it's okay if the Rams chew up a bunch of clock and score really, really late. I hate to say it's okay because it becomes a one-score game, but the longer time they take, the better off it is for Ultra.
Latimer near side. Rose hands it off. Straight up the middle to Warren. Still on his feet, taking it outside the 40-yard line. And they're going to mark it at the 41. Nice gain there by Ross. Clock is running. 7:16 to go. Knights up 35-21. Got to stay home on defense here. And boy, Ross just doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry, Mike. Huddling up and coming out slowly. Coming near side is Latimer. In the backfield is Gifford. Throws under center. Throws, keeps it himself again. Trying to go straight up the middle. And the Knights are going to take him down, but he picks up the 1st down.
So much better on the perimeter. Trying to, getting around the corner and out in space, and he is running it straight up the middle. I don't think that their goal is just to get a short yardage 1st down. They're down 4 scores, 6:45.
Come on, Alter, beat off.
Taking their time.
Beat off. Let's go. Beat off Rams. Beat the off Rams.
In the I formation. Pitch near side. It's Frashman. Frashman still on his feet and finally knocked out of bounds at the Knights' 38-yard line.
Harper Mitchell on the tackle, and coaches and fans wanting a hold, but Freshman's a big kid, long strides, loping strides, deceivingly fast, very physical player. I think one of their weapons, one of their 800-yard rushers.
So they're moving now. 1st and 10 at the Knights' 40. Goes under center. Goes going right side. Going to pitch it to Warren. Warren has it inside the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the Knights' 36-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play.
We didn't see a whole lot of Jay Warren in the first half. Of 5'7", 160-pound sophomore running back, and he's getting some touches here in the second half. Haven't heard much from Gifford, that's for sure. As a runner, he's up there to block, but haven't heard much from him as a runner tonight.
Gifford right behind Bowes. Here's the snap. Hand off to Gifford over left tackle. The Knights tackle him from behind, but he gets inside the 30, down to the Knights' 29-yard line, and that's another 1st down
He's
for
a
Ross.
big bruiser, 225 pounds.
Sorry, everyone. We are having big internet issues again. Of course. Sorry, guys. The internet went out again. I may lose you guys here and there. I know. It's a late notice, but... What is your problem, you stupid thing? Oh my God, no.
I don't know who this showing it to because it
Goodbye,
was
thank you.
Of the Ross Rams wide receivers, and they're faced with a down right now that's probably going to end their season if they don't convert.
Huge play here for the Knights defense. 4th down and 9.
They almost have to throw it or run somebody wide here back toward this sidelines. Watch Freshman In motion. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right.
Oh my God, what is wrong with this stupid... Like, what the hell? Go! Oh my God. Hold on, guys. Sorry, this piece of this laptop's a piece of
It was way short of where it looked like he was throwing the ball, but again, not even close to a Ram wide receiver. You can tell, right? They don't practice throwing it. They don't do it in games.
Okay.
They're extremely uncomfortable and not very good those last 2 downs.
And the Knights defense standing tall in this one, folks. Holding Ross on downs in that one and taking over here now at their own 28-yard line.
Couple first downs and you can start the buses, baby.
Knights have pretty much stayed in the wishbone all evening. Wide to the left is Patrick Connor. Shane under center. Here's the snap. Shane turns, hands it off to Brandon McDonald straight up the middle, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4 on the play. Just what the Knights need as the clock continues to run. We're under 4 to go now in the ballgame. Knights up 35-21.
Really tough thing for at any level for a defender to do, to sit there and be staring at this gigantic scoreboard that's right in your face and looking at that score and the time on the clock and have enough intestinal fortitude to kind of suck it up and really play hard here to get a stop. Very tough ask for high school kids especially.
Shane has the Knights in the wishbone. He's going to let the play clock run down a little bit for the Knights. Settles under center now. Here's the snap. Shane hands it off to McDonald. McDonald coming near side. Gets it out to the 40, still on his feet. Yeah. And he goes down inbounds.
He easily could have ran out of bounds and did a nice job of just turning the corner, lowering his shoulder, and going down to keep the clock running and move those chains.
Yes, he does. He picks up the first down. And after the chains move, clock begins to run again, and we're under 3 minutes to go, Mike, and you got to feel good about the Knights advancing to the state semifinals.
I feel so good. I'm going to say hey to my cousin Deb, listened to us down in Miami, Florida. Maybe for the first time this season. She picked a nice game to tune into, didn't she, Tim?
Absolutely. Shane, keep an eye on that play clock. The referee in front of him. Shane settles under center. Wishbone backfield. Shane hands it off to McDonald again. Brandon taking it out just outside the 45, down to about the 46-yard line.
And those tough, hard carries right up the middle. Brandon McDonald, 6'2", 205 pounds. Lean, mean, strong, running machine.
Come on, Alter, be off. Be off.
And it looks like Ross will call a timeout, I think. Tim, is that correct?
Yes, they did call timeout with 2:31 to go here in the ball game.
I am 12
Grasping
years
at
old.
straws for anything.
All right, well, hello, my friend.
Hopefully,
What the heck?
the running backs
I
down
am
there have the
actually
fact that
pretty
the
good.
Rams are going to come.
Hold on, guys.
Doing everything they can to get it loose. So wrap it up, keep it high and tight.
Oh,
with the hands and
goodness.
Lower your shoulders and just keep getting those first downs.
Absolutely. Again, 2:31 to go here in the ballgame. Knights looking in great shape to advance to the state semifinal where they will take on.
Most likely DeSales up 24-7 right now going to the fourth quarter. So an Alter DeSales rematch from last year, the game that you and I called over in Columbus. Couple-hour delay. Alter and DeSales have a great history of games, both regular season and playoff games, so that will be exciting.
Shane brings the Knights to the line of scrimmage.
Ross DeSales. I can't imagine. I can't.
At the snap, Shane turns, hands it off to Brandon again. Brandon a short gain coming near side, and a timeout again.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you know, your season's on the line. You got to do everything you can. Weirder things or stranger things have happened, that's for sure. But third and about 6 at Ultra's 47, I think the scoreboard says, and the coach would be really happy with just a nice carry here, no turnover. Let the clock run or force Ross to use another timeout and then punt it away and let his defense win it for him.
And just really impressed with this Knights defense, Mike. Honestly, after the turnover gave him great field position. Now Ross's first drive was impressive. But since then, the Knights defense has really done the job.
Absolutely, they have. And those first two scores, they were put kind of in a tough spot both times. One on a fumble recovery and one on a nice kickoff return. The Rams had a really good field position to start those possessions, but since then, the defense has really stepped up here. And for the most part here in the second half, they've shut down this Rams rushing offense.
They're down to 6 for the Knights, 2:27 to go. Ball.
Come on, Alter!
Gonna pitch it to McDonald. McDonald has space down the left. He's at the 40, trying to cut it back inside, and he's going to be taken down at the Ross.
How smart Brandon McDonald. Knew for sure he had to stay in bounds, and instead of running for the boundary and trying to get maybe a few extra yards, he just kind of turned it into the pursuit, knowing he was going to get tackled. But the bottom line was there, you got to get down inside the field of play to make sure the clock keeps running, and the senior running back bound for some place next year to play on Saturdays. We don't know where, but he'll be playing somewhere next year on Saturdays. What a nice decision there by the senior. He's done that a couple times here the last couple of running plays.
First down for the Knights, and the offense is doing the job here to run out the clock in this one, folks. First down and 10 at the 34 of Ross. Wishbone backfield, in motion coming near side is C.J. Hicks. Shane, snap. Hands it off to the Murph, straight up the middle. Gets it down to about the 30 of Ross.
Turn out the lights. Jeff Hardy's over.
Start warming up the bus, Mike.
Warm up that bus, baby. But
Yeah.
it's not anymore.
I know we discussed that the state finals will be up in Columbus.
They're gonna be in
Talking
Columbus.
all about are the state semifinal games going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Finals for sure are all going to be played at that facility just south of town. And we don't know where we're going to be next week for sure, whether it's somewhere, it's a neutral place. I'm sure it'll be neutral. We'll see. Let's celebrate this one tonight though, baby.
Minute to go. Shane going to keep it himself straight up the middle. And he's going to pick up quite a chunk of yards, taking it all the way down to the
Brian, the bulldozer, Shane.
They weren't expecting that one.
Neither was I. And it's like a quarterback follow almost. And Brian just rumbling and stumbling upfield. Not really stumbling, but definitely rumbling. Lowered his shoulder, took on 2 or 3 defenders, and dragged him another 2 or 3 yards. And Knights are feeling it over here on this near sideline. 38 seconds left. They'll have to run one more play.
They're going to get into victory formation.
I would imagine victory formation, and boy, does it feel good.
Yes, it does. Shane lines the Knights up for one last time in this ball game.
Woo!
Ross cannot stop the clock, I don't believe. Shane will need it. And folks, your Alter Knights are heading to the state semifinal game.
Woo!
That game for a bunch of city kids. We tell you that. That's for sure. They came down here and took on these good, big, physical, strong country boys who played a good, clean, competitive game. Congratulations to the Hamilton Ross Rams for what they've done this year. Coach Dom Seitz and their head coach will shake hands at midfield. Great sign of sportsmanship. And they had a great season. And they gave the Knights all they wanted here, especially early. And Alternites, down 14-0 to come all the way back to win by 14 points. Showed a ton of
I picked the Alternate.
wherewithal and intestinal fortitude to bring this team all the way back, and they got it, and they deserved it. The regional champions, the Alternites 2020.
Well, I talked to Dom Seitz a little bit about that and inside the huddle. This team just seems to have a way of staying even-keeled.
Because I'm a Baden fan. Woo, woo.
And boy, after spotting Ross, 14 points, came back, tied it up, and that was it. That was it for the Rams. The Knights defense in the second half, playing very stingy ball, giving up nothing in the second half, and putting on, let's see, 21 points of their own, and sealing the deal.
It's really the season in a microcosm here tonight. The Knights started 0-2, and we're hearing the rumblings and the around the program that maybe this wasn't going to be their year.
Not by you and I.
No, not by me and you. I saw those games. I knew what they were capable of, but this game was kind of like that, right? They got down early, 14-0, made a couple mistakes that were very costly, but were able to bounce back just like they did during the season after those first two games. This team has a lot to be proud of, and they are getting the regional championship trophy here in a minute. Right now, the Raw.
Let's see about the Bishop Hartley game. Oh, so the St. Francis de Sales defeated the Bishop Hartley Hawks 38-7.
Who was here on site, but another regional championship for the Knights, another state semifinal appearance by Alter against a familiar foe, Columbus de Sales, but they're not going to be thinking much about that for the next couple of days. This is a fantastic team that had a fantastic season, and they're on a roll right now. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, they are, and they are a good team, and as with tonight, as we have been throughout the season, really impressed with both lines for the Alternites. The defensive line doing the job, and the offensive line absolutely doing a fantastic job tonight.
Excuse me, Tim. Now the Knights are hoisting that OHSAA regional champion trophy, and that'll go in the trophy box back at Alder probably. And it's been a tough year, 2020, but this team has fought through all the challenges that they've had to face, and a lot more to come.
So the Knights will take a knee as they're celebrating this regional championship, probably getting a few words from Coach Dom Seitz.
Several pictures, a lot of cameras and phones down there right now, and haven't been part of something like this myself as a parent.
I want to see if Baden posted anything.
Great accomplishment, and they'll enjoy it tonight, but tomorrow they'll wake up and start looking towards next weekend, because I'm sure they want a lot more than what they've had to what they've won so far. They want to get that state championship. They want that ring.
Absolutely, and well-deserved. Again, you mentioned it earlier, but after starting off 0-2, they roared back, won 4 straight ball games, and have won 4 in the playoffs, and they're heading to the state semis. But again, you mentioned it earlier too. I do want to congratulate the Ross Rams. Great season for them. It does end tonight for them, but they're a great team. They were fun to watch. Hard to stop was Bose, the quarterback.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking. I've also been on the other end of the field as a parent with a player who as a senior loses their last game. That's always very, very difficult for several days afterwards. And I feel for them. I really do. I've been down there and I've been through that, and it's tough. And but the Knights celebrated at their end, and they're moving on. That's what it's all about. Win in advance.
Well, partner, let's do one more, huh? At least.
I'm ready. I'm game.
All right, so folks, celebrate this one, the Alter community. Once again, the Knights defeat the Ross Rams 35-21. They will advance to the state semifinal next weekend. If we find out any information on that ball game as far as where it will take place, we will let you know. But for my partner, Mike Freshwater, I am Tim Kernan. Thank you very much for joining us for Alter Knights football. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week for Alter Knights football.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and go Knights.
All right. Oh, goodness. Should... In the So if you go on my channel, click on my name, MJ Edwards, and click the discussion tabs. Comment there and see if you want me, if I can, to do the Alter St. Francis de Sales game. And please subscribe to my channel, because if you don't, you won't get any notifications from me. Yeah. I shall see you guys soon, maybe. Bye. Bye-bye. Alright, everybody. I'm back. I know that I said I was saying I was leaving, but I'm back. Okay, they're off air, so. So, Baden hasn't posted anything, which is sad. Oh, I was gonna say fish fries, but I got the right one. It's over, you dingleberry. 5 minutes? Well, here you go, guys. We'll flip you guys around. Oh, really? Sorry about that, guys. What in the world? That was lame. It should give me the whole thing. Sorry about that, guys. This is sad.
Let's take a selfie. Jack is this city. Remember from the old coloring book? It had a picture of them. Like.
Alright, hold on, guys.
It might be like old.
They give you the YouTube channel, but they don't show anything. That's just stupid. Why have it? It just shows you the conference meetings. Like, we don't need to. No, I don't think. And it's all about that dude I can't stand, who I think is a moron, but alright, there's Lakota east of Hamilton Baden. Alright, hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second, guys, while I figure this out. This is silly. What's going on here? That has no sound. Uh-oh. That's the one I want. Come back! No, come back. There we go. Oh, really? One more click. Let's try that. There we go.
second half action from Kumler Field as Cleather boots it away, a high-end over-end kick. To the far side, this is Lucas Moore from about the 2-yard line, cutting across the field to the near side. He is out to about the 10, to the 15, breaks a tackle to the 15, 25, 30. He has a chance across midfield, stays on his feet. This will be a 98-yard return for a touchdown to begin the second half for the Baden Rams.
Unbelievably, no flags on that play, just great blocking up the field.
We're recapping the halftime for you guys, because I know we're having technical difficulties.
He got down the sideline, broke a couple of tackles, as Taylor said, had great blocking out in front, and he takes it to the house for 6. Rams lead it 22.
Baden versus Tipper Canoe. That's what the playoff week 2 team, whatever is. So, Baden versus Tipper Canoe. Tippecanoe. Tippecanoe or whatever.
Oh. They made a couple mishaps on some kickoffs there, a fumble. But that's exactly what we wanted to do, get off to a fast start. We did. And then all of a sudden, it was just penalty after penalty, on both teams. And I'll have to go back and watch film. It is what it is. We kind of anticipated it a little bit after having 3 weeks off, and that's no excuse, for it. But they got cleaned up. And, win games in the playoffs now, especially. And, we know we got Alter next week, so that stuff's not going to win a football game against Alter.
Just talking about that layoff, could you obviously got to a fast start, so you had to be really happy with that after 3 weeks not playing. How key was that start after not playing?
I think that was huge. And that's a good football team. Credit to Tim and Canoe. Those kids played hard, and it was a physical game. There's some times you can really hear some hits out there, but and they're clicking on all cylinders right now. We've seen them, some of their games in the regular season with common opponents there, and they're definitely clicking right now. And hey, it's a rivalry. And, credit to our league, credit to the GCL to have two teams at this point in the tournament playing a meaningful game like this. It's going to be pretty exciting. Oh, outstanding work by the Baden Rams. Let's send it down to Patrick Geshin, who is with the head coach of the Rams, Nick Jordy.
Well, Coach, tremendous performance by your team here in this playoff game today. How did you win it?
We just played for 4 quarters, and it was a little sloppy. It was actually really sloppy, but we kind of anticipated that a little bit. I think with having 3 weeks off, literally 3 weeks off, but kids played hard. We executed, we got off to a great start and made some mistakes early, but getting off to that fast start was obviously pretty important for us.
You just told your team you know what's coming next week. Alter is the opponent coming next week for you guys. Your initial reaction to that?
Hey, I just say I think we've played these guys since I've been here. I feel like I've played them about 10 or 12 times, and we keep running into them in the playoffs. And they're obviously a good team. It's a rivalry game. It's a GCL, and credit to our league, for both of us being here at this point. But it's going to be a battle. We know that, and they beat a very good team last night, so I'm sure they're going to be pretty fired up.
Coach, appreciate the time. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Steve.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Rusty a little bit? Yeah, I think so. I think it showed definitely, in the second quarter. I mean, it was a great start for us. They made a couple mistakes early on with some kickoffs and stuff like that. But, we didn't want to talk about it a whole lot, but, I think having 3 weeks off, really kind of reared its head on us, especially with some stuff we've been working on in practice, and then to come out in the game and not execute it was pretty frustrating. But hey, the kids battled through it. I think it shows a lot for our kids' attitude and adapted to a little adversity there. And a win's a win, especially in a playoff, so we'll take it. Yeah, and these kids know. I mean, Alter is Alter. And we know that. And we've played them. Like I said, I think I've played them about 10 times. I've been here for 4 years. We keep running into each other, and they're a quality team and very well coached. And we did really good opponent last night, so I'm sure they're going to be pretty fired up and have a GCL battle here in the playoffs. It's going to be a lot. We got to clean up our mistakes that we had out here. Game plan wise, we had a pretty good game plan, and we were scoring. I think we had maybe 2 touchdowns going back, dropped the touchdown in the end zone there as well. Little things like that we got to clean up. We just got to worry about ourselves and then go out and execute against Ulster. Congratulations. All right, thanks, Rob.
Alright, we're gonna do a different video now, too. Oh, I believe I showed this already. Hold on. My apologies, guys. But see, there's my YouTube channel. There's my YouTube channel, everyone. See, this is where I'm live right now. Right here. And then you just get on here. And here's the discussions tabs. The discussion tabs. Where'd it go? But you click on the discussion tab. And I do not know what it's doing right now. There. There's the discussions, all my discussions. They're all right here. And, just click that subscribe button right here to be notified, and there should be a bell popping up, and then you click that, and there should be all notifications, and you click the all notifications, and then you're in gear, good to go. So that's all you have to do is subscribe, and then when I say like, video, here's this. This is our live stream. This is our live stream, okay? So that's all you have to do is. Here's our live stream, okay? And then I'm gonna put you guys right. So here's our live stream right here. You just click that like video right here. See? You have to have a log account though to do all of that. But you can watch the video account and account free. So with an account and without an account. So if you're still tuned in with me, just click that like button, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, click that all notifications, and you're good. You're in gear. You're good to go. So that's basically all you have to do, everyone. I see I got another subscriber. Thank you. It means a lot to me for you guys to subscribe. Like a lot. It means a lot to me. I had 19 subscribers, but Max Preps, just to let you know, the correction, final, Alter 1, 35-21 against Ross. Alter plays against the St. Francis de Sales Stallions. Or the Stals. In Columbus, Ohio, neutral site. Which will most likely be their home site. But yeah, guys. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, this. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.